10 out of 10 colognes that are worth every penny. This is a men's fragrance channel, so subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome back if you are a regular watcher. And these are just masterpieces of a cologne, and they are just worth the bang for your buck. Let's start with the one that was in my first ever video on this channel. I mean, you can go back and see. This fragrance is just a masterpiece. It's worth every penny. It's 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's one of the sexiest, most challenging fragrances out there. And this is hard to achieve. This is sexy, but super challenging. It's an animalic, raw fragrance. It's ambery, it's super spicy. It kind of smells like Christmas, like all the Christmas spices you can think of. This has got them all, but it's so well blended. It's a beast of a scent, and to me, like, this is how a man should smell, because this is definitely not basic. It's non-basic. It's very, like, you know your fragrances. You have got money from generations. You don't want to smell like everybody else. This is this sort of a scent, and it's worth every single penny. Next up, it's a Creed fragrance, but not a Ventus. No. Here we've got a 10 out of 10 fragrance, not a 9 out of 10 or maybe 8 out of 10. This is the 10 out of 10. It's Royal Oud. If you haven't smelled it, you have missed out big time, because this scent smells like an English gentleman with a private jet. It's old money sort of fragrance. This, like, if you want to smell like that, this is the fragrance you need. It's very woody, classic, without smelling vintage, and spicy, woody, simple, yet absolutely timeless. This scent is totally worth the money. Next, let's go to maybe a cheaper scent that is still worth the money, and that is 10 out of 10 of a cologne. It is Bentley for Men Intense. This baby smells like it is 10 times the price, because this scent you can get at discounters for really cheap. The performance is awesome, and the scent itself, it's ambery, it's boozy, it's warm, it's got chocolatey notes to it, and the sillage on this is absolutely delicious. So I can imagine on a guy who is at like a lounge speakeasy sort of a situation where you want to be smelled and you need a stronger fragrance, yet this fragrance somehow is still intimate and sensual. Next up, we've got a Armani fragrance, and it's in a pink bottle, but don't be afraid of the pink bottle, because this scent to me is a perfect masterpiece 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's a recent release, and it's called Magenta Tanzanite. This fragrance is a tobacco honeyed vanilla scent with loads of spiciness and smoothness into it. I think that this might just top one of my all-time favorite Tom Ford fragrances, which is Tobacco Vanille. This scent is very similar vibes, but it's smoother, it's more well blended, it's more classy, less in-your-face tobacco. It's magical, and I'm sure that if you wear this, you'll smell like $1,000,000. This, although it's in a pink bottle, I'll say try it, because this is a compliment monster of a fragrance, very noticeable, and you won't regret trying this. Next, we've got a designer scent. It's got my heart. It's L'Homme Idéal Guerlain Eau de Parfum. I mean, this scent for a designer scent is just something that, if I had to pick one fragrance from all the designer fragrances that I would choose for my husband to wear, I would choose this scent, because this is a fragrance that is sexy. It's perfect for dates, but yet could be worn every day because it's fresh enough. It's got some almond cherry accords, which is so unusual for a designer men's scent. This is just delicious, classy, yet sexy, and it's got this intimate vibe to it. It's a romantic fragrance. So if you want to smell very romantic and sexy on your dates, then try this scent. You need a bit more sprays than you're used to for this scent to be more of a sillage on you, but it's totally worth it. And if you can get it at a great price at a discounter, even more worth it. It's a 10 out of 10 fragrance. Link down below. Are you enjoying this list? Give me a thumbs up. Next up, we've got a fragrance from a niche brand again, and it's Tiziana Terenzi Kirche. This scent, although my bottle for some reason doesn't last long, I've been told that many of your bottles last a huge amount of time, so I stand corrected, maybe I just got a faulty bottle. This fragrance is a clean, fun, sort of a shampoo vibe with woody accord. I know it sounds a bit bonkers and a bit like what, but somehow this works. This is a unique scent, super fun. I would imagine it on somebody that is very playful. This is like you would wear it on a date if you're going somewhere fun, if you're going like shooting pink paintballs.
Paintballs.
I've never been, you can tell. I'm not that fan. But if you're going on a date like that, this would be the perfect, unique, sexy, but yet very personable fragrance. This is a scent that, like, if you're that sort of a personality, this would really just show your character and how you like to have fun. So this scent is one of those that, even though like it's not my favorite scent profile, I think it's a 10 out of 10 sort of a scent. Next up, we've got a super addictive, strong, just in-your-face fragrance that is mind-boggling yet so good. This is why it's 10 out of 10 and definitely something that will be attention worthy. Some people might hate it a bit, some people might absolutely love it. If you're that Marmite person, you might absolutely adore this fragrance because it will suit you. This is de Los Santos from Byredo. It's their newest fragrance, and this one, I rarely buy fragrances when I smell them for the first time. This one I smelled and I was like, I want to recommend it to you guys because it's amazing. I bought it straight away. It's medicinal, it's woody, it's got black tea notes in here. It's slightly rounded but yet sharp in a good like woody medicinal just green way. It's so attention grabbing. Definitely to me this is very sexy, and I love a fragrance that is unique on a guy, I think, because many guys just wear the same old thing. This is definitely something so noteworthy and 10 out of 10. Next up, we've got a fragrance that is on this list, but it might not be on here next time I film it because it's Woodward, and yes, this is one of the best fragrances at the moment for me. It's a designer scent that I just fell in love with it over again. I love how woody, dry, simple it is, yet it gets compliments all the time. This scent DNA, it's just so good. I just wish it lasted longer. So I'm on a journey to find this DNA, but longer lasting and more projecting. So I'll let you know because I've got 2 contenders that I'm testing. But for now, this is the fragrance on the list and it's been here for a long time. This is a masterpiece of a scent. I think every guy should own this scent. And the last fragrance, but definitely not least, and this is a staple. I think this is the first fragrance, if you can afford it, you should get. You probably all own it, but maybe you don't. So I just have to put it on this list because this is 10 out of 10. It has become kind of basic, but it's just good. It's so good. It's Bleu de Chanel, Eau de Parfum in particular. I think this covers longevity, covers the scent profile. It's just the best all-round fragrance, although I've got a comparison between all 3 versions. I'll link it. I think it's this this side. I'll link it for you guys if you want to know all the differences. But this scent is just good. It's mighty good. It's woody, it's blue, it's a perfect everyday fragrance that is super, super versatile. That is why it should be your first cologne, because it can go from day to night to every single situation out there. It's sexy, it's smooth, it's just does the talking for you when you walk into a room. So it's 10 out of 10. Let me know what is your 10 out of 10 fragrance in your collection down in the comments. Subscribe, of course, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok under the same username. I know it's a lot, it's my surname though, so CIOCH, surname, and Monica with a kicking K. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye. 10 out of 10 colognes worth every penny. 10 out of 10 colognes that are worth every penny.